Tell me something about yourself. Okay, for that particular question, um, I'm gonna be sharing my personal thought and answer to that most common question when you are called for an interview. So basically, when you are called for an interview, it's given that you've already submitted your resume, you have already submitted your application form, and um, on my experience, yeah, I am looking at the profile of the applicant, and still, some recruiters would still ask for the question. All right, they would start. We would start sometimes. I asked that question just to get to know the applicant even better. Though it's already in front of me, but I would like the applicant to answer the most easy question in the interview, and that's tell me something about yourself. You know, it's very easy. You know the answer. It's actually all your information, and no one knows best about that, but it's you, it's us, because it's all about ourselves. And another thing is that during initial interview, it's also part of gauging the applicant's communication skills, how the applicant constructs the sentences, how he answers to that simple question, and by that we could also, to me, I can already sense by just asking that question if the applicant can speak or can converse well in English. So what I know, if you would research online, if you have heard of some talks or seminars about this question, there are actually a lot of ways to answer this question, and it all boils down to telling our personal information, our educational background, work experiences. You don't really have to give a long paragraph for your answer. It's just, short, brief, and concise. And maybe if you can do it like 2 to 3 sentences or four, then you're good to go. So on my case, or on my, to me, I know we have our own preferences. To me, if I'm going to ask the question, all right, Mr. Applicant, can you tell me something about yourself? What I need to hear, or what I prefer to hear is, are the following. So, of course, we would start with, you can greet the, the interviewer, and then you start with you introduce your name. It could be your first name, your middle name, and then your last name, if applicable, or if you have any suffixes, name suffixes, then that's you can include that. And then next is, you can, to me, okay, again, this is just my personal thought, okay? So you can actually include your age, if you're comfortable, because there are certain jobs that, here in the Philippines, we are requiring for I think it's in the labor code of the Philippines, you have to be at least 18 years old or above for you to start working, and that's we're following the legal aspect. And you have to, because before I encountered an applicant below 18, so by that saying, we cannot process the applicant because the applicant is underage. So age will do, and then nickname. So you can include your nickname. To me, it's quite important because there are people, or there are applicants. I know there are people out there, there are applicants out there who are comfortable to be called or to be addressed by their nickname compared to their real name. And just trying to be respectful of the candidate's personal, personal thing, trying to be equal to everyone. For example, for example, the applicant's name is Jose Apolinario Polistico Ramos. So it's quite long. And then the interviewer could actually save time if you introduce your nickname by answering, including that to your answer. So when you say, okay, that's my complete name, but you can call me Josh, for example. So the interviewer would actually get a gist that, okay, so if you're done answering, the interviewer would say, all right, thanks Josh for sharing that one to me. So there, the interviewer will no longer ask, okay, so thank you Jose, or thank you Apolinario, or thank you or thank you etc. Okay, so it saves time. And or other situation, like the name of the person or the applicant is um, um, Fe Marjorie. Okay, so for example, the name of the applicant is Fe Marjorie Reyes. All right. For example, you're doing a phone interview, but the applicant sounds like masculine. So, we're trying to be respectful as much as we want. We don't want to be to discriminate anyone. So, you can. That's why it's important. I mean, to me, it's important. So you can say, "All right, my name is Fair Marjorie Reyes, but I prefer to be called Dude or something like that. You can call me Dude. That's my nickname. So that's fine. And that's basically you. So the interviewer will not, get caught in something like embarrassed, because okay, so thank you Fair, or thank you Marjorie for sharing that answer. So if you're not so comfortable with that name, then you include your nickname. You know what I mean with that. Okay, so complete name, and then your age, your nickname, and then birth date is optional. So you may not. That's good for me if you don't include that. And then you now start. You can include your address, by the way, because for example, the company has a lot of branches, and there may be an instance that you will be assigned to faraway places, and it may also give the interviewer already a signal that okay, you're living nearby. So you may want to, if the hiring is in the other location, then the interviewer will already know, okay, if you're amenable to work there or not, or if you prefer to work here in this particular branch. So that's why you may also include your permanent address. And then next is you go directly to your educational background. So educational background, you go for the highest educational background. Education. So you say, I graduated from, and not I was graduated. Okay, so again, I graduated from the school, or I graduated from, for example, Bohol Island State University with a degree in psychology. So that, for example. Or you can say, I finished a degree in psychology from Bohol Island State University. I graduated year 2015. And then you proceed to your work experiences. If you're a fresh graduate, you can say you don't have really much experience, but you can include your internship. You can include, if you're a working student in the school, then you can include that. It's already a good, training for you. It's real life job. Working, if you have part-time jobs before or summer jobs, or you have short experiences, internship, then include that. Okay, and then that's all. So, and so how can how can we provide a good answer to that question? So again, your name, age, nickname, and then permanent address, and educational background, work experiences. And then what else? I think that's already good. That's already a good information for you to include in your answer. So for example, okay, so Mr. Applicant, can you please tell me something about yourself? Hi, good morning. My name is Vincent Parido Ramos. I am 23 years old. You can call me Vince. That's my nickname, and that's how my friends used to call me, and I'm quite comfortable with that. I am living in Barangay Poblacion, Antequera, Bohol. I finished a degree in psychology from Bohol Island State University. I graduated last 2019. My work experiences, I started to work with ABC Company. That was actually after my graduation. That's June of 2019. And I ended my contract after 1 year. So I stopped working there last year of June. And then I was part of the Human Resources Department. I was Human Resource Specialist 1 in that company. And after that, because of the pandemic, I wasn't able to find a job. I was helping my mother. We have a small business at home. And then right now, I am starting to look for new opportunities where I can use my knowledge, my skills, and my experience, which is in line with my degree and my specialization in the human resources. And I believe that this company can give me that opportunity. And I'm looking forward to a positive result with my application. Thank you. So that's a good answer already. You're good to go with that. Or if you don't have a work experience, you can answer something like this. So please tell me something about yourself. Hi, good morning. My name is Vincent Parido Ramos. I am 22 years old. I am from Barangay Poblacion, Antequera, Bohol. And by the way, my nickname is Vince. You can call me Vince. That's how my friends used to call me. And I graduated from Bohol Island State University. I took up the course Bachelor of Science in Psychology, and I'm actually a fresh graduate. I graduated last year, 2020, and I don't really have that much experience when it comes to work, but I only had my internship. I took my on-the-job training from ABC Company. I was assigned in the Human Resources Department for 6 months. That was actually June of 2018. And then I ended my internship around December of the same year. And last year, I know we had a pandemic, maybe up until now. So I wasn't able to find a job immediately after my graduation. And right now, I am starting to look for one. And I am grateful that I found this job opening from your company. And I'm looking forward to land a job here because I believe that this company can provide me an opportunity for me to work and be part of the success of the organization. Thank you. So that's already a good answer. So I hope you've learned something from this video. And again, there are a lot of ways to answer this question, and those things that I've shared are just my preference as an interviewer. So a lot of interviewers out there, they have also other preferences. Because we're different. But basically, the thought of telling something about yourself is just your personal info. All about you, your basic a little about your personal information, work experiences, uh, education, other things. If you don't really have, I mean, you can actually share. I mean, your hobbies, what are the things that you do, your likes, and I mean, other things about you. So, but to me, those things are really good. All right, so I hope you have learned something from this video, and thank you so much for watching. Feel free to share this to your friends, to your classmates, to anyone, to your kids, anyone you know who you think this video might actually help. So feel free to comment and like and your suggestions. Hopefully, not so violent reactions as well. And hope to see you very soon in my next videos. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.